All right, we'll call the regular scheduled April council meeting to order. Um, we'll open up with our prayer and our pledge. We'll let everyone know we got Mr. Woods and Mr. McKinney is not able to join us tonight because of their schedules. Mr. Golden and Ms. Miller is running late, but we'll go ahead and start the meeting, and hopefully by the time it's time to vote on something, we'll have one more person here. If not, we'll talk to the attorney what to do next. All right, so I'll lead us in prayer. We can stand and pray. God, dear God, we thank you for this day. God, we thank you for your grace and your mercy. God, we thank you for your son, Jesus. We thank you for the Savior that he saved us. And we thank you, God, for this great city. Thank you, God, for the opportunity to serve the citizens of this community. Ask you, God, to bless this meeting. Let us have a good meeting and let everything we do today be something that's supportive of our community. We ask you to your son, Jesus' name, we pray, amen. Amen. Face the flag with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, you will call the roll, Ms. Clerk.
Mr. Brown?
Here.
Mr. Golden? Mr. Lau?
Here.
Mr. McKinney? Ms. Miller? Ms. Ray? Here. Mr. Williams?
Here.
And Mr. Woods.
All right, we got one set of minutes to approve. The first set of minutes we have is from March 16th council meeting. Is there any changes or corrections? Well, never mind, we can't approve that anyway. Never mind, we'll come back to that, sorry. We'll just start at my proclamations. We don't have to approve that. All right, so we have a resolution here from the Tennessee Senate and Senate Joint Resolution 9, number 827 by Senator Wally and Representative Shaw. It's a resolution to honor the memory of Emmett Boyer of Bolivar. So if there's some members of Mr. Emmett's family, if you guys will come and stand before the council here in the front. And if you guys will bear with me, I'm gonna try to read through this best I can. This is pretty lengthy. Just speaks to how great Mr. Emmett was and what he done for our community. So whereas we're greatly saddened to learn of the passing of Emmett Boyer of Bolivar, and whereas Mr. Boyer was an exemplary public servant and professional who worked to improve the quality of life of his fellow citizens in numerous capacities, and whereas Mr. Boyer was born on February 1st, 1939 in Ohio and moved to Tennessee in 1963, served as a U.S. Army Reserve. Whereas Mr. Emmett Boyer joined the Bolivar Fire Department on January 1st, 1964, beginning what would become an extraordinary legacy of commitment and sacrifice, and where he was later hired as a career firefighter, becoming the first paid firefighter with Bolivar, and was promoted to captain in 1970 and assistant chief in 1994. Whereas Mr. Boyer received the award of Firefighter of the Year once in 1982, again in 2002, and provided unwavering service until 2001 when he reached his mandatory retirement at the age of 62, but he remained an active volunteer firefighter until 2025. Whereas in total, Emmett Boyer gave selflessly to the Bolivar community more than 61 years as a firefighter. And whereas in addition to his firefighting career, he served as a reserve school bus driver for Hardeman County, helped run the ambulance service, and worked at Jervis Corporation. Whereas a man of deep faith, Mr. Boyer was an active member of Bolivar's First Methodist Church, where he served as custodian for over 15 years. Mr. Boyer was deeply devoted to his family and took great pride in caring for them. Remaining true to his family values of the highest order, he cherished time spent with his grandchildren and was always there to support them in their sporting endeavors. And beyond spending time with his family, Mr. Boyer enjoyed the simple pleasures in life, including watching the young and restless. Whereas we be saddened, mourned, remembered by his two sons, William B.J. Becky Boyer and Craig Boyer, grandchildren Shelby, Parker, Alyssa, Lindy, Kata, how do you say that? Katie, Abby, Cody, Austin, Tanner, Tucker, and Abby, and great-grandchildren Jackson, Emma, Nash, Harper, Maverick, and Mackenzie. And whereas Mr. Boyer was preceded in death by his beloved wife, Miss Patricia Bowles Boyer, daughter Linda Boyer Evans, father Truman Boyer, and mother Thelma Grace Corpse Boyer, and daughter-in-law Cherie Boyer. And whereas Emmett leaves behind an incredible legacy of integrity in public life, compassion and loyalty in private life, and dedication in his chosen endeavors. Whereas it's fitting that we should remember the bountiful life of public servant and human being he was. Now therefore be it resolved by the Senate of the 114th General Assembly of the State of Tennessee, the House of Representatives, that we honor the memory of Emmett Boyer, reflecting fondly upon his impeccable character, commitment to living a life with courage and conviction. Be it further resolved that we extend our sympathy and offer condolence to the family of Mr. Boyer, adopted March 5th, signed by Senator Paige Wally, Speaker of the House, Mr. Randy McNally, Representative Johnny Shaw, Speaker of the House, Craig Fitzhugh, and Bill Lee, Governor. I'm sorry, not Craig, Cameron Sexton. It looks like just say Craig. But anyway, Governor Bill Lee. This is on behalf of the state of Tennessee, and you guys know we thought the world of Mr. Emmett. Will definitely miss him, already miss seeing him, about to run us off the road trying to get to the next call. So we thank him so much for what he did to our community, and it'll never be another Emmett. So if you guys would like to say anything on behalf of the family of BJ, if you'd like to say anything.
I just want to say thank you to the city and to the state for recognizing everything that my dad has done for this community, and just thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Next, got a proclamation here for Blue and Green Day. Whereas every year, this one won't be as long as the other one. Every year, National Donate Life observes Blue and Green Day to amplify the importance of registering as an organ and tissue donor and encourage the public to wear blue and green to raise awareness. And whereas more than 100,000 Americans, including 4,000 in the Mid-South area, are currently on the national transplant list, waiting list, and whereas another person is added to the waiting list every 9 minutes, and on average 17 people die every day because the organs they need are not donated in time. And whereas we can do our part to save lives by educating and encouraging our peers and loved ones to register as an organ and tissue donor, and whereas the city of Bolivar, Tennessee supports National Donate Life and Mid-South Transplant Foundation and its efforts to bring new life to men, women, and children in need of a life-saving organ and tissue transplants. And whereas we hold those that have saved lives through the gift of donation in the highest regard and grateful for their selflessness, and now therefore I, Julian McTizick, Mayor of the City of Bolivar, do hereby proclaim April 13th as Honor Blue and Green Day in the Mid-South and Hardeman County, and thus encourage all residents to promote the importance of organ and tissue donation. Whereas I have unto set my hand and cause to fix the seal of the City of Bolivar this 13th day of April 2026. So we have, every year I give this to somebody, and there's a special person here that's been with our city for 35 years. March of 1991, this gentleman started working with the City of Bolivar when he was 22, believe it or not. And looking at him, you can't tell that he started that long ago. In July of 2025, he received an organ, and he is doing great, and it's just a blessing of God, and I enjoy working with Jim Knuckles. So we're gonna ask him to come forward, and Jim, if you turn around, there's some people back there here there's some more people back there here to celebrate this with you. So, thank you, Jim. We love you, man. Jim, don't press that film. Press that me. You want to say anything?
No, I'm good. Thank you. I appreciate the support. Appreciate working here this long, and y'all have me, my family, for supporting me. I think you're the 5th mayor that I've been under, and the next one will be the 6th. But I appreciate everything. Thank y'all. This is a surprise.
Thank you, Jim, so much. Appreciate you. Happy to have you with us. And yeah, don't, like I said, don't fuss at them. I invited them, so they was all scared. Everybody was scared to surprise you. All right, let's go back up to our minutes and approve the minutes from our March council meeting. There are no changes or corrections to those minutes. Is there a motion that we approve?
I make a motion we approve.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Williams, second by Mr. Lau. Is it work? Cash your votes.
Yeah, we check every one of them before the meeting. You come in.
And didn't none
Caroline
of
was
them
like,
come
if
in?
I'm not gonna be there, ain't nobody gonna vote.
All right, all in favor say aye. Oh, is it working?
It's working.
Oh, it's working now, okay. What you say, y'all tested them and they all work?
What's funny is it's not just one of them, it was all of them.
All right, motion carried. Joey was supposed to, oh, never mind, there he is. I'm sorry, I didn't see you back there, Joey. All right, so come on up, we have Mr. Joey here with our audit from 2024-25. And we'll turn it over to him.
Appreciate you having me here. Sorry I'm running a little bit late. It's that time of the year where we got tractors on the roads between here and Brownsville, which is a good thing, but I got caught up in it a little bit. I'll start off pretty basic. City's in great financial shape. Y'all doing a good job being stewards of the taxpayer monies. I'm gonna hit a few high notes. That's all. First of all, I want to say once again, we had an unqualified opinion. It's the best opinion we can give. It means your financial statements are presented fairly. And as I said, we're in good shape. If you want to turn to page 16, that's going to be your...
Joey, we was thinking you was gonna bring hard copies.
I do. I got them.
Yeah, can you,
You
they
wanna bring
don't,
them down?
they don't
Yeah,
have
yeah.
a hard copy, yes, sir.
I was gonna bring them last week. That's what Lisa said. Yes, I got them. Yes. And these are y'all's too. I'm gonna leave them over here.
And I'll tell y'all while he's passing them out, if there's, y'all look over these, and if there's some stuff in here that y'all have questions about that you will catch later, Joe is always
Yes.
open to call, and
Please email,
Y'all
call.
want
I'll be
us-
more than happy
need
to
him to
go.
come back again. He can do so. All right, go ahead, Mr. Joe.
All right, let me give everybody a chance to kind of thumb through a little bit. Page 16, we start getting into the financials. This is going to be the balance sheet for the governmental funds, which is your general fund, your drug and state street aid fund. Obviously, the general funds, the everyday funds. That's what we're everybody's used to really looking at. As you can see, at June 30th, had cash in the bank of 1.7 million, and in investments roughly $280,000. If you turn to page 18, that's going to be our statement of revenues, just your income statement for the general fund, and it says non-major governmental funds, but that's just your combined state street and drug fund. The general fund, we showed revenues of 8 million, expenses of 10.6, which showed us having a net change in fund balance of 2.1. Most of that is going to be for the Parks and Rec. We've got those projects going on, so it looks like a loss, but it's for a one-time deal. So nothing to be.
Purchase of the,
That's
farm.
right. Yeah. So that wasn't anything that wasn't expected. It just makes this look bad, but there's nothing that was done for a reason. State's fine with it. It just looks ugly on this paper. If you'll go to page 20, that's the proprietary funds. That's going to be the gas, water and sewer. There you've got $3.9 million in cash in water and sewer and 8.2 in natural gas. And your investments, we've got water and sewer's got 420,000. Natural gas has 4.3 million in investments. These are, those numbers look good, but that's money that's going to be used for infrastructure later on down the road. If you'll turn to the next 22, that's going to be your statement of revenues again. For water and sewer, we had revenues this year 2.7. Natural gas had 3.1, and sanitation had 682. Water and sewer showed income of 612,000. Natural gas 615, and sanitation showed a profit of 56,000. The only other thing that I really wanted to touch on is way back in the back on page 80. This is the internal controls. Basically, you know, what process do y'all have in place to make sure that, you know, checks are being signed twice? Are we following the policies and procedures that are, you know, are stated? This year we had no findings, which is good. And like I said, the city's still doing, it's great shape. Y'all are doing a fantastic job and have been for the 15 years I've been doing it. And I appreciate y'all having me. And like the mayor said, I know y'all haven't had a long time to look at everything, but please know that my phone, email is always open if you've got any questions. And it doesn't have to be about this. Anything in the city that I may have some knowledge of, I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you've got.
Y'all got any questions? Like I said, I'd like to see, you know, we just got it, but y'all can thumb through this, and if y'all have questions, you can give them to me or Care Beth, or,
Yeah,
if you,
or- yeah,
I can give
Care
y'all,
Beth,
I
yeah.
can Care Beth to send y'all his direct contact if y'all wanna do that too. All right, any questions, anybody? There's a motion to approve the audit.
So moved.
Got a motion by Mr. Motion by Mr. Williams, second by Mr. Golden. That's my case.
See if it works.
Motion carried. Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Joe.
y'all. I'll be here in a couple of months, kind of inventory.
All right, now we move to public comments. Do we have anybody signed up for public comment?
No.
All right. Standing committee reports. Started with BEA, the Bolivar Energy Authority Board met March 30th. Regular board meeting actions to accept the bid for construction of new headquarters. The board approved the contract with Memphis Communications for the security and technology package for the new headquarters. The $10 million bond was issued and approved by the board for the construction of the new headquarters, as well as passed a memorial resolution honoring Ms. Helen Johnson's service on the BEA board. And our fiber update is a 47% take rate with a total of customers of 5,050. Concludes the electric report. Next, utilities, Mr. Knuckles.
Good evening, board, mayor. Utility board met April 1st. We have decided to go with Richard Clark with Clark Engineering to apply for a PHMSA grant coming up for a gas line project behind the water plant here. We have applied for it several years ago, and we're going to reapply for it. It's supposed to be 100%, so we're going to try to replace some of that gas pipe behind there if they'll get with us, and maybe order a couple of pieces of equipment or instruments that we use. We got a new aerator going to be installed hopefully next month at the water plant. Contractors in town, about 90%. The water project over here at Wright and Tate and Keller is completed. Sewer should be completed hopefully a couple of weeks, maybe a month. And then the gas prices for April were 67 cents. That's all I have.
When they think they're gonna be done with that project over there?
Which one?
The one that's 90% done.
The water. They're done with the water lines. All this is on the 2021 ARP grant.
Yeah.
As far as the aerator at the water plant, they hadn't really started on it, but they're through with the water. The only thing that they've got left open over here is going out same road is a tie-in for the new sewer line that they ran.
Gotcha.
And they're different contractors, different projects, but they're almost done,
Awesome. Thank you.
both of them. And
Appreciate it.
that's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Knuckles.
All right.
All right, Mike. Fire Chief Price.
Good evening, Mayor,
Good
Councilman. My March report, yes. Total call was 105, had city 94, then county we ran 11. Automatic aid was given with 2, mutual aid given to us with 4. Training hour 179, smoke alarm installed 24. CO alarm installed with 7. You know, I told you, I think last meeting I told you we started putting in CO alarm. We got people calling in. We installed CO alarm for people now. Fire code inspection was 21. We also had to reschedule our fire base at 101 for elected official class. They're going to be April the 25th at from 9 to 2 down at the training center. That's my report.
Thank you, Chief. All right. Next, police, Chief Jones.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. My report is as follows. Calls for service 630. We had 134 citations, 19 accidents. 7 of them were injury, 12 property damage, 58 arrests, 12 were juvenile, 46 adults. Special events, we did 8 task force, and we had attended a memorial service for Miss Paula Wilhite. Training hours 336. Any questions?
Thank you, Chief. I would say it's a good job. We celebrated 1,000 days of no homicides Thursday, I think, and a lot of people came out and had a good time. And they grilled a lot of hamburgers and a lot of hot dogs. And say good job to Chief Jones and his team over there at the police department. Parks and Rec, Mr. Ford.
Parks and Recreation Department reports on the following. Our kids fishing tournament, rodeo will be June 6th for ages 8 through 13. Hopefully this will be a first annual and we can keep it going. We'd like to thank Chief Jones for his vision and the Bolivar Police Department for their willingness to provide the equipment, and we're looking forward to that. Registration forms are here at the City Hall or at the Parks Department, so we hadn't had many sign-ups, and we're hoping people rush in because this is going to be a fun opportunity. Youth baseball and softball games are going well. They've started and they're playing at both locations out of 64 West Park as well as the City Park. Activities are also continue to go well at the Armory. And lastly, our 11 to 14-year-old basketball league is going well, and we should end our games later on at the end of this month. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. Ford.
All right.
Yeah. Next, streets and sanitation, Mr. Mayfield.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, members of council. All right, my report is as follows. We had landfill, residential was 135.13 tons. We had commercials 311.55 tons for a total of 446.68 tons. We had brush is 86.10 tons. We're still doing our mowing and weed eating, cleaning up around town like we normally do. Summertime brings it on, so. And we're doing bulky pickup through this month, through the end of April. So, the end of April, we'll conclude that.
All right.
Thank you.
Mr.
That's my
Mayfield.
report.
Next, Ms. Library, Ms. Becky. I didn't think you was gonna make it, Ms. Becky. Good to see you. I know you
was
were a little
either.
under the weather earlier today.
Migraine. For the month of March, we took in $1,086.50 from donations, copies, fines, and faxes. We had 9 programs with 58 in attendance. We had 725 library visits, 32 bookings of our meeting rooms with 98 guests. We had 1,567 total items circulated, 368 computer users, 1,116 Wi-Fi users. We had 616 reads, 8 history room visits. Our interlibrary loan system, we borrowed 6 and loaned out 28. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Becky. All right. If you have the compliance and zoning report, Mr. Rick is in training. Tourism and community development, Mr. Hill.
Good evening, council. You have my report there. We went to Lambert's Cafe in Sykeston, Missouri with 28 senior adults. That is at full capacity for the new van and for the assistance that we get from Southwest on transportation. So everything, I believe every trip that we have for the rest of the year has a waiting list right now. Carrie Beth's gonna come in clutch for us when we take a couple of these trips. I'm going to rent an extra van because we have so many on the waiting list. It will fill up a whole nother van.
She got that
to
endorsement
go.
on her
So she
license.
said she got it on her. She got it on her. Margaret shouldn't have made her work when she was younger. So, but we're excited about that. We're excited about how much this has grown. Our next trip is our first overnight trip of the year. We do 2 of those a year, and we are going to North Carolina, to the Biltmore and Mount Airy, North Carolina, which is Mayberry. So we're going to be taking 20 senior adults to that. The next day event will be in May, and it is a picnic at Sand Beach Lake. We're going to do just some games and picnic and have a big time there. So that we have no limit on. Just if you hear anybody wanting to sign up, all they have to do is sign up. We do need to know so that we can prepare for food on that. Also assisted with the Bolivar Elementary School Easter egg hunt and began preparations for Bolivar Blooms. And you should have that in your packet. This year, our spring fling will be a downtown spring stroll through Bolivar. The goal of that is to push foot traffic, push people into our businesses, our existing businesses. A lot of times we do these festivals and we spend a lot of time bringing in outside vendors and bringing in outside food trucks, and those are a lot of fun, but this is designed to help the people that are here day to day, push people in their stores, and hopefully people will, hopefully they'll see some big sales that day, but also see some people that may not have entered into their business before and become repeat customers. We'll have shopping passports. People can pick those up at the participating businesses and have those signed off on if they make a purchase, and they can turn them in here at City Hall, and we'll do a drawing for a prize for that. Each business is going to stay open until 6 p.m. that night, and then at 7 p.m. We're going to have 80s pop star Tiffany out at Sand Beach Lake for a finale concert there. Businesses are also turning in specials, deals, and events that they're going to do in-house. We've had Bill's Florist already turned in. They're going to do a flower bar, and I know Sonic's going to do $2.99 cheeseburger and medium Coke all day. So hey, that's a steal. If nothing else, we got a good deal. And you know I was looking out for us. I was looking out for us.
Especially at Sonic.
You know I was taking care of us on that. So, but I know Simon's is participating, and we actually have 12 businesses that have already said they are participating. They just haven't gotten me what their specials are going to be yet. So we're excited about that day and hope that you all can come out and enjoy the day with us and attend the concert at Sand Beach Lake.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. All right, that concludes standing committee reports. We'll move to old business, library discussion update. You guys, I think Mr. Williams brought it up last month. Council wanted to get with our attorney on next steps, where we are with the library. We've been we started negotiation a couple of years, maybe been longer than that, on trying to get some understanding on what we can do for salaries and stuff with the county. So did everybody get the letter from Mr. So I thought it was in the packet. Was it in the packet? If not, I can read it. Did y'all get that in the packet? Yeah, y'all did? Okay, all right. So I'll just turn it over to Kevin.
Yeah, I did.
And let him tell y'all what he says our options are, and I'll go from there. Yeah, this is what it looks like.
Do we need to do the thing for Stacy Woodford?
It's underneath, I got
Okay, that's fine.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Kevin.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we've been down this road, I think, almost since I've been here. As you know, approximately 2 years ago, I'm saying this off the top of my head at this point, we sent them a demand letter requesting a specific agreement. At that time, we proceeded rather nicely. I think Councilman Williams was there. I'm trying to remember who else was even at that meeting. It's been so long ago. We reached an agreement. We drafted the agreement. We sent them the agreement, and then they disappeared again, for lack of a good legal term. This went on for a period of time. We then sent another letter. Then they responded, or no, they didn't respond, I don't think, that time. Then it went on, and then finally they sent us something back, I believe, last year, basically saying, no, they just want to keep what we're doing. So that's kind of where we're at, or the lack of progress, if you will, despite the fact we had what appeared to be a very productive meeting where everything was agreed to, and we drew it up exactly like what the agreement was, and then they just don't want to do it. So really what you want to do at this point is entirely up to you. I mean, you've got at least a couple of different options. We could start the process over again with a new letter, you know, and see where that goes. I would not hold a lot of hope in that, given the history of this. I mean, my thought would be, and I don't know, I think I suggested to the mayor to send it over to the county as well, informing them we were going to talk about this tonight. And I don't know if you got a response to that either or not, but so that's kind of where you're at. I mean, obviously at some point, my recommendation, I think similar to what we talked about over 2 years ago, is something needs to be done because there's too many issues. Most notably, the pressing issue is compensation for the employees. So, I mean, I'm certainly open to questions, and I serve at your leisure.
You know, just to update everybody, I'm pretty sure the council knows, but I'll update the public. We started this a while ago. We have an agreement with the county that's a 52-48 ownership. We pay 48% of the cost. County pays the 52. All the day-to-day operations, they go under the library, reports to the city as city employees. The agreement has changed back and forth over the years. The biggest, like our attorney said, the biggest pressing issue right now is compensation. It's bothered me for a while that we pay our employees. We made the minimum wage $15 an hour. I don't know what, 4 or 5 years ago. It's maybe longer than that. So like right now, I think the library, the county went up to, is it $12, babe?
Our full-time makes 15, part-time makes 10.
Okay, part-time's 10, I thought it was 12. Part-time makes 10.40, full-time employees make 15, which is the minimum. And so basically, to put it in perspective, we have summer workers and like part-time help here that's making more than the full-time employees for the library. And in order for us to pay them on what we pay all of our other employees, bonuses and all that stuff, this is what started this whole discussion years ago. So I think y'all know that, but I just, like I said, just wanted to update you. And that's still where we are now. So
Have they had a board meeting recently?
The library?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have one every month.
and the board doesn't have much authority when it comes to this. It's up to the county and the city to approve the agreement. So we approve. I think we signed the maintenance of effort, right, Becky? Yeah, we've signed that. Before is the operational agreement on budget, how we do the contract. That hasn't been updated at all. So that's where the issue is. And, you know, on the county's perspective, when I came to the county commission meeting a few years ago, they didn't feel comfortable with upping the amount or what we was paying because of their employees. Basically, our county and our city employees' compensation package is more than what the county's is. So they didn't want the county to be paying more to the library than what they was paying for the other employees. It's basically what I got from the county, but that's on their end. Me personally, I just, like I've said multiple times, like this last time Chris was on the board, when we hand out longevity checks and bonuses, and every payday when we pay all of our employees, they are completely different than the rest of them, but they are on our city payroll. So there's a lot of little issues in there that needs to be fixed, and we had an agreement. I know me, Chris, Mayor Pulse, and city, I think, I don't know if the county attorney, we was all in agreement.
I think the county attorney was there, if
Johnny
I
Williams
remember.
is in there too.
So Johnny Williams was there too, and
Yeah.
it hadn't really went anywhere since then, but it hadn't been an issue because Becky has been great, the employees over there have been great, but in the event that if the city decided to change employment at the library or change the pay, it could get very nasty, and we need to clear all that up. So that's basically where we are. And I think that at one point in time, I want to say the library it used to be the county employees, and then I think they had 5, 3 was county, 2 was city. I hate to put Mayor Spencer on the spot, but he here. But wasn't that how it was? It was
You're not putting me on the spot. I can't remember.
Okay. At one point in time, I went back. It's been changed, and Becky may remember. At one point in time, there was county employees, and then it was a split. Then they all became city. It's just been a nightmare for years. So basically, that's where we are now. Like Chris was wanting to know, what can we do to move forward on doing something. So as basically a.
What do you suggest?
I mean, I would suggest not just sending a letter, I would suggest sending a letter saying that we're gonna address this, if we don't have an agreement executed before our next city council meeting, that at that meeting, we are gonna address what we're gonna do. And just leave it kind of open-ended like that. That way it's, for lack of a good term, a subtle threat. Because obviously if you cancel the agreement, that creates an even bigger mess. And to kind of leave it to them and say, look, we invite you to attend the appropriate people the next meeting. Or quite candidly, how about you just sign the agreement we all agreed to orally about 2 years ago? Something to that effect.
But I mean, is the agreement actually valid?
No one signed it.
Oh, no, nobody signed it.
We, well.
Yeah, we would have signed it.
Yeah.
We sent it to them because they had more hoops to get through than we do. And then they just never responded.
So, with it coming up, I mean, I'm just throwing this out there, but, you know, with it coming up the end of the budget year, if there's not an agreement, how is it actually funded?
Well, their position, I think, and again, I don't want to speak for them and the county attorney, is we're just going to do what we've always done.
Well, what if we say we're not gonna do that, and we let them know that, and again, this is not my
Yeah.
personal opinion, because you know I love the library. But I mean, could we not just say that if we don't have this agreement signed at the next meeting, you can consider the library closed at the end of June?
I think we have a maintenance of effort though. through the
This,
state.
we're required by the state to pay that maintenance of effort, so we have to pay that 48% of whatever it is now. We can't go below that. We can
And that's
increase
what
it.
they're afraid of, is that they're gonna have to go above it.
Correct.
Yeah, well, it will be above the maintenance of effort, absolutely. That number will be.
And so,
above
like
the
another
maintenance
thing with all that too, though, they, you know, I've been told before, just pay them whatever y'all pay your people. Send us a bill and we'll pay it. And we know how that's worked in the past. is that's happened and we haven't been reimbursed, you know, and obviously no one wants to shut down the library.
No, not at all.
That's not what she's saying. That's not what any of us are saying. We're just saying that we're just putting a tight spot every time somebody gets paid. Every Christmas bonus, we give 1,000, they give 50. Can you imagine sitting at a Christmas dinner, somebody beside you is opening up
exactly.
a $50 check, and they're opening up a $1,000 check? You know, it's not a great feeling.
And you
so
could
we're
have
just-
other issues as well of historically, you've got an insurance claim, you've got, you know, how do we deal with some of that stuff?
Right. I mean, it's just a multitude of issues, and you know, the county's directors don't make what our directors make. Like Becky should, you know, be in line with what Mr. Dillon or Mr. Ford make. You know, something comparable. She's
Yes.
not, and that's not even addressing the part-time people. They're making $10.40 an hour. Like Mayor said, we have summer students making $15 an hour.
Yeah.
You know,
It's really
that's
a
not
shame.
even.
It's
really
fundamentally unfair.
right. It really
well,
is.
I mean, it's just
Yeah.
a shame, because it's a wonderful library, and they do a lot of good work, and it needs to be maintained, and it needs to be appreciated.
And maybe being an election year, maybe a new letter might inspire some people to get something done. I don't know.
Well, if the rest of the board is okay with it, I suggest that we send another letter and just kind of go from there. Obviously, we're not trying to make threats or anything like that, but we just want it to be addressed and taken seriously, right? Because we've already did this 2 years ago.
We've done
Right
it
there
several
in that
times,
room.
yeah.
Are they taking care of their maintenance of effort as well?
Yeah, they're doing
They're-
the 52% part.
They're,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, they've been following the agreement like it's in place. That hasn't been a problem.
But it's the same agreement that's not really in place because it's been the same one that we just
Right,
kind of
yeah,
been
not-
carrying
Pretty
over
much,
from year
yeah.
to year to year to year.
And if something big happens, my concern would be for the city, then we got a real big mess at
Well,
that point.
like Mayor said 1,000 times, it's not a problem until it is a problem.
Right.
Right.
you
And
wanna-
I could think of 10 problems right now that if I work for the library, you know, there could be issues, a lot of issues,
So
if they
we
wanted
sent
to.
them another letter. The last one we didn't sign it, so this time we sign it, that'll be a little bit more progress, right?
Well, there's no point in us signing it because we know we're gonna sign it until they sign it. That's part of the problem.
Okay.
I would suggest we send the letter and say, look, if we don't have this resolved by the next meeting, we're gonna look at what options we have at that point and before the end of the fiscal year.
Well, we need to do something. That sounds like a good
Well, this is my third budget season, and we've had this issue for 3 budget seasons.
It's been before them.
Right. And every time we give a raise, like we're about to give a raise or however much it is, and I guarantee that, and it's no knock on the county, right? But they're not going to give what we're going to give. And
Right.
so they're left in the middle somewhere. you
Well,
know.
even if they did, you're already behind to start with, so.
Right.
Everybody good with that? All right, so I don't guess we need to put that in the motion. We'll just let you do the letter and we'll send it
We'll
to us.
take care of it.
All right, thank you, Mr. Cook.
Thank you.
So, old business, move on to new business, resolution 2026-004, authorize the issue of capital outlay note. You see this resolution here, what this is, you may not remember, it's been a while. We got a grant, we got a CDBG grant for the fire department for a new pumper truck. Did I say that right, Lynn? A new pumper truck, and our portion, our match on that was, it's like 185 and some change, and that portion of that basically is to purchase all the, I'm gonna say this wrong, turnout gear or packs or something. It's the, he's shaking his head. It's to pay for the extra stuff that goes on the truck. Does that make it work? All right. The grant covers the cost of the truck, but it pays for the rest. So if y'all want to know exactly technically what that is, you can ask our fire chief, but he needs all of that to cover the cost. And this is our portion. So what this resolution would do would give us permission to get with Justin at the bond fund at TML to give us a rate on that $200,000 note. And we'll have that rate at the next council meeting. The reason passing this is because the truck is going to be here the 23rd.
They say 23rd, 25th, but we saw an email the other day. They got some equipment supposed to be on the truck when it come to us. We saw an email telling them we will not take ownership of the truck until all the equipment on because they have not putting equipment on 3 or 4 months out. So we want to make sure when it come to us, we want
That's
all
good,
the
all
already on that's going to be on there.
All right. And what was the total cost on that truck, chief? If you remember,
535.
$535,000. And the grant we got was $425,000.
That's a good grant.
Yeah, it's just those CBDG grants. It take a long time to get them. I mean, it's good when we get them, but it just takes a while. So, any other questions on it, or do we have any questions on it? I'm sorry. And now, is there a motion to approve resolution 2026-004?
Second.
Motion by Mr. Golden, second by Mr. Williams. Not any more discussion, cast your votes.
I might have the junkie one today.
No, they was all messed up before you got here. None of them worked. All right. Motion carried. Next, we have the approval to reappoint Ms. Stacy Lifford to the County Board of Equalization. You have a letter there from Mr. Pulse. She's serving on that board, and the appointment is for a 2-year term. And she will continue to serve, and we have to approve that appointment. So
I make the motion we approve.
I have a motion by Mr. Williams, a second by Mr. Lau. If you would, cast your vote. Motion carried. Next, we have the approval of the sale of surplus equipment for street sanitation, fire department. You should have a list up here on all of that surplus. In order for those, for them to auction that or dispose of it, we have to have the council's approval. It's a 2002 red F-150, a 2000 dump bed truck, and a grader. How old is that grader? So we don't even know how old it is. The fire department got a 95 Ford Ranger, a 150-gallon water tank, a 48-inch tractor style mower, and cylinders, 33 cylinders ranging in age from 1998 to 2007, fire hoses as well. So all of that equipment on there is a little dated, and it's probably got as much use and life out of them as possible.
Oh, my brother's still driving his Ford Ranger.
Yes.
Probably older than that.
So how would they go about getting rid of
They'll
it?
auction, they'll put it at auction.
When would they do that?
They'll put on gov deals when y'all get this approved.
I'm gonna say, can I get that little truck?
So, y'all got any questions on this surplus? Like it's a lot of that stuff down there at the shop won't even move. The transmissions and everything else, and it's just scrap metal at this point.
Taking a call.
We'll take it down Selma, we'll take it across the scale.
I
All right.
make a motion we approve.
I have a motion by Mr. Reyes, a second by Mr. Golden Island. I'm sorry, we'll catch your vote. Motion carried. Next thing we have approval for a bid award for a child care grant. It's another one of those grants that's been going on a long time, and we've been circling around trying to get people to bid, and we finally, I think did we get a bid? Oh, okay. All right, so we got a bid, and I think this is for Miss Michelle's Magical Treasures, is that right? All right, so that bid, hold on, here it is right here. So if y'all, I'll just read this, and for First Baptist. City of Bolivar's CBDG grant for playground equipment for First Baptist Church and Michelle's Magical Treasures. Multiple outlets for bid distribution were utilized due to the June 30th deadline for installation. Several contractors chose not to bid. 9 bid packages were distributed and 2 bids were received. The bid results have been reviewed and consulted with First Baptist Church as well as Michelle's Magical Treasures. The bid award recommendation for First Baptist Church is with the alternate deduct from rubber mulch in the children's 2 to 5 years area for $96,436.11, which is in the budget. And the recommendation for Michelle's Magical Treasures is the base bid was $110,211.38. So and that's with Carnes Recreation.
How much was the grant for total?
If you add that up, those two numbers, both of them together is what the total of the grant was.
So they're getting the bid for both of them?
Say it again?
Carnes?
Yes,
Carnes is getting the bid for both of them?
So,
And this grant, 2002. That's how.
4 to 3
That's a
playground,
lot of-
3 daycares, and they're still working on the third one, because they want commercial kitchen upgrades.
2002 or 2022?
2022. I'm
Oh, I
sorry.
was like,
No, 2000.
She said she's been working a long time.
Yeah, 2022.
okay.
Yeah.
But this is the other, I mean, that's a huge difference in the bid prices. Were they bid?
96,000, 110,000.
No, the other is that another company there that bid it?
It's one for First Baptist and one is for Miss Michelle's.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say.
Oh, I'm sorry. I answered your
That's
question.
what I was
Yes,
asking.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
Yes. Cranes is for Michelle's, and Great Southern Recreation is for First Baptist. I'm sorry.
Got it, okay.
so is this for complete new playground equipment?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
And that stuff is expensive, believe it or not.
I'll make the motion we approve both. I think it's awesome.
Motion by Ms. Williams, second by Mr. Gold. If you would cast your votes.
Was that a matching grant? Just
No, that
curious.
was just straight 100% grant.
Let's get some more of those.
Motion carried. If they give them, we'll apply for them. Yeah. That's all I have. Nothing else. Is it? Huh?
I need my personal grant.
Oh, I thought you were talking about something to me. All right, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All right, a motion by Ms. Ray, second by Mr. Goldman. Everybody in favor, say aye. Any opposed?